Rome chose it for its spirituality. Pilgrims visit for its cathedrals. But for some, the Rome of Portugal is where they finally find peace. I'm Penelope with StockFocus.com, and today, we're in Braga, Portugal. Before you decide if this historic northern city is your forever home, here's the truth. Braga is not coastal. It is not flashy. But it may be one of the most balanced retirements in Portugal, because Braga is more than a religious center. Like my t-shirt says, Aqui é bom. And if you don't know what it means, I promise by the end of the video you will. Braga is a thriving university city with modern private hospitals, a calm pace of life, and a cost structure that allows your portfolio to stretch significantly further than Lisbon or Porto. Today, we break down the real numbers for 2026. Not the fantasy, the math. The numbers, 2026 update, Braga remains one of the most affordable mid-sized cities in Western Europe. Housing is where it stands out. A modern one-bedroom apartment in the historic center typically ranges from 500 to 700 euros per month. Outside the center, similar units range from 400 to 550 euros. Premium renovated apartments near Avenida da Liberdade or the Cathedral District may reach 800 to 900 euros. Groceries are competitive thanks to Portugal's agricultural base. For a couple, expect 300 to 400 euros per month focused on fresh produce, bread, cheese, and local staples. Private insurance for a couple in their 60s typically ranges from 200 to 350 euros per month depending on coverage. Utilities, electricity, water and heating, average 150 to 200 euros depending on winter usage and insulation. Unlimited fiber internet and mobile plans typically total 50 to 60 euros per month. Braga is compact. Most daily errands are walkable. A monthly bus pass runs around 30 euros. Dining remains affordable. A 3-course meal for two at a mid-range restaurant typically costs 40 to 50 euros. Even with regular social dining, monthly totals often remain between 200 and 300 euros. For a couple, a comfortable lifestyle in Braga generally ranges from 1,430 to 2,290 euros per month depending on housing choices and travel habits. That is materially lower than Lisbon and lower than much of Spain's larger coastal cities. Healthcare, how it functions. Portugal operates a universal public system called the SNS. As a legal resident, you register at your local Centro de Saúde and receive a Número de Utente, your health identification number. Most retirees use a hybrid model. Public SNS registration for baseline coverage. Private insurance for faster access and English-speaking care. Private insurance for a couple in their 60s typically ranges from 200 to 350 euros per month depending on coverage. Braga has strong private hospital options, including Cuff and Luciata's facilities. Public care is low cost but can involve waiting times for non-urgent procedures. Private consultations typically require modest co-payments depending on your plan. Pharmacies are widely available and prescription drugs are heavily subsidized compared to US pricing. The system is structured, functional, and widely used by residents. It is not concierge medicine, but it is accessible and predictable. Imagine the day. The morning begins not with an alarm but with light. Warm Portuguese sun spilling through shuttered windows onto cool stone floors. You pull on a light jacket and follow the smell of fresh bread down cobblestone streets still quiet enough to hear your own footsteps. At the corner cafe, the barista already knows, "Uma bica por favor." You settle in with your espresso, maybe a nada too. You deserve it, and watch the city wake up slowly, gracefully, the way cities do when they're not in a hurry. By mid-morning, you're wandering the old market, squeezing figs, chatting through gestures and smiles with a vendor who doesn't speak English but somehow always knows what you want. You head home with a bag full of things that cost almost nothing and taste like everything. Lunch stretches into the afternoon the way it's supposed to. A bowl of caldo verde, a glass of vinho verde, a long conversation with a neighbor on the terrace. Aqui é bom. The golden hour in Braga is exactly that. Golden. You walk up toward Bom Jesus, not for any particular reason, just because the view is there and your knees still let you. You sit on a bench and think, I used to save up for trips that felt like this. Evening comes gently. A simple dinner, fish or meat. Portuguese are great at cooking either. Maybe a local wine or two. The low hum of the city settling in around you like an old familiar song. You don't check the time. You don't need to. Now let's apply the StockFocus lens. To fund a €2,500 per month lifestyle entirely from investments using the 4% rule, you would need approximately €750,000 invested. But most retirees rely on Social Security or pension income. If Social Security provides €1,800 per month, your funding gap is €700. To cover that gap, you would need approximately €210,000 invested. This is where Braga becomes strategically powerful. It allows a European lifestyle with a relatively modest portfolio requirement. Visas and residency. Most American retirees use the D7 visa, Portugal's passive income visa. For 2026, the main applicant must demonstrate minimum passive income of €920 per month, which equals €11,040 annually. A spouse requires an additional 50% of that amount. Applicants must obtain a Portuguese tax number, NIF, open a Portuguese bank account, show proof of accommodation, maintain private health insurance. After 5 years of legal residence, you may apply for permanent residency. Regarding citizenship, Portugal's parliament approved legislation in October 2025 extending the citizenship residency requirement from 5 years to 10 years, though as of early 2026, the law remains under constitutional review and its final status is uncertain. Applicants should plan conservatively and assume a 10-year timeline for citizenship eligibility. The tax landscape, 2026. Portugal's tax environment has shifted. The original non-habitual resident NHR program closed to new applicants in 2024. New residents fall under standard Portuguese tax rules. If you reside in Portugal more than 183 days per year, you become a tax resident. Portugal taxes worldwide income at progressive rates ranging roughly from 13 to 48%. The U.S.-Portugal tax treaty prevents double taxation. Government pensions are typically taxed in the United States. Private pensions and IRA distributions are generally taxed in Portugal. Roth IRAs present a specific issue. Portugal does not recognize the U.S. tax-free treatment of Roth withdrawals. The original contributions you made, your cost basis, are treated as a tax-free return of capital, but the investment growth is taxed as pension income in Portugal. This means only part of each Roth withdrawal avoids Portuguese taxation. Proper documentation of your contribution history is essential. Cross-border tax planning is critical before relocation. Final perspective. Braga is not dramatic. It is not built for Instagram. It is built for life. It offers historic depth without tourism overload, a strong healthcare framework, university energy without chaos, and a cost structure that protects long-term wealth. If you value community over crowds and sustainability over spectacle, Braga is not just a destination. It is a rational sanctuary. And my t-shirt, Aqui é bom. Roughly, no, this is the good life, or this is where it's at. It's a warm, spontaneous expression Portuguese people use when they're genuinely content in a moment, sitting at a cafe, enjoying a meal, taking in a view. It's the kind of thing a local says settling into their chair with a coffee and a pastel de nata, perfectly capturing that Braga lifestyle. Simple, universally understood, and very Portuguese. I'm Penelope from StockFocus.com. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
Até já!